Hi, I'm Nathan and I just wanted to make a quick video to show you the Overleaf LaTeX template I've been using because I think you might find it helpful as I've been using it and it's saved me some time in compiling, and I think it also looks quite clean as well. So I'm going to get straight into the video. So if you see here, I have a .text file, thesis.text, which this is my full code for my thesis, which you can see isn't very many lines. And the way I've done it is in a, as it says here, in a modular way. So we've got chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each of them have their own text files. And this is quite helpful because, for example, this isn't my actual thesis. This is I actually said to AI, write me a meaningless thesis. So this is all just completely made up, but you can see the format's quite nice, and it's even generated some text images for us. So the main benefit of this is we don't really see it here because there's not that much, but with my thesis it takes a while to compile because there's a lot of images and lots of writing. So the way it is done here really saves time. So if you see here, I've actually got it on fast draft. So this is one way you can save time, is fast draft, and instead of it actually including the image, it just does an outline of the image. So if we go back to normal again, let me see, it includes the image, and you see that took a little bit of time there. And for example, if I was just working on chapter 2, then if you go to this thesis.text, what you can do is I just comment and uncomment this. There might be a better way to do it, but I just comment and uncomment. So if I'm working on chapter 2, I do include only chapter 2. And then what you see is it just generates chapter 2 for us. Chapter 2 literature review. And you see you have the code here for chapter 2. So if I wanted to edit it, so we can just do it like that. And what is another cool thing about this is you see chapter 2, but it started on page 6, so it's actually included the other chapters implicitly, and you also see in the contents it includes all of this. So it's actually a really helpful way to do this. My last tip for you is, so if you are referencing other chapters, so if we go to chapter 1, just chapter 1, then I have at the end of chapter 1, it does a summary. This is in this. So it's referencing different parts of the document. And if we compile from scratch, see, it gives me some errors. Couldn't find chapter 2, couldn't find chapter 3, and that's because it's done it from scratch. And the way to get around this is, so it's looking for the other chapter. So if I then do chapter 2, and notice how it's not from scratch anymore, then it's now got rid of this error because it can now find chapter 2. So if you want to compile your whole thesis in the fastest way, this is my best advice for you. Put it on draft mode fast. You go from scratch, you open it up, compile chapter 1, fast mode. Chapter 2, like this. And you're just going to go through 3, 4. I don't actually need to do this here because the document's not so big, but for my own thesis, this is the way that I found to get around the Overleaf compile limit. And then, after all of that, comment it out. So now I'm compiling all chapters. And we've got all of it there. And then if you see here, the images aren't, change it to normal, and all it does now is adds in the images, and that's the way you can get the most compilation out of Overleaf without it trying to charge you for the premium. So yeah, just some tips, and if anyone has any questions, then just drop that in the comments.